Okay, so I actually started to record this about an hour ago and went to put the ears in and realized, oh, here comes Purper, and realized that I know that they weren't charged all the way. And this is a 3 hour movie. So I was like, crap. Didn't want to take a chance, so I charged them real quick. I had already taken my medication, so hopefully you just drooled on me. Hopefully that does not kick in before we get to the end of the movie. So if you didn't read the title, which you should have, but if not, we're watching Fiddler on the Roof. This is the special edition, and it's 2 hours and 59 minutes. So I don't know what I'm in for. It says the director chronicles the trials of Jewish peasant Tevye Teve, Tevier? I think it's Tevier. I don't know. I always make things fancier than they need to be. The humble father of three strong-willed daughters and husband to oft objecting wife Gold in pre-revolutionary Russia. So Jewish, I'm assuming it's definitely ethnicity. If we're talking about the Russia territory and that sort of thing, then Ashkenazi Jew would be that area. But they may be talking the religion as well. A lot of the Ashkenazi Jews out of that area are also Jewish. So we will see. I have not posted it yet. Well, maybe by the time this gets edited and put up, it will have been put together. It's already been recorded. I just need to edit it and everything. But I've done my family ancestry kind of stuff. And so one of the things we found out with my DNA and my dad's DNA is that we are Ashkenazi Jew, which we knew that. Dad is something like 67, 69% Ashkenazi, and I'm like 32% or something like that. But I did not know that there were other types of Jewish ethnicity. And on my mom's side, I have Sephardic Jew. And also on father's side, besides the Ashkenazi, we also have Yemen and Mizrahi, which I think Yemen and Mizrahi overlap because the territories kind of overlap, but those percentages dance around a lot more. So I don't know how accurate those are. Same with the Sephardic Jew, that dances around a little bit as well. But my maternal uncle also had that come up for him. So that's how I know that part of that side of the family. Okay, so Jewish ethnicity. So I'm guessing definitely the ethnicity and probably the religion as well. Other than that, I know the title, Fiddler on the Roof. It's been around a long time. I'm already yawning. That's not good. It's been around since 1971. Technically, the movie is older than me, but by just a few years, not much. It is rated G, and we're finally going to listen to it. Oh, and the only other thing I know about it is I know the song If I Were a Rich Man. I didn't know I knew the song, but when Voice Play did it, I was like, oh, this is familiar. So I've apparently heard it before, but didn't know what it was from or anything. It's 3 hours. Let's get to it. I'm already yawning, so hopefully I make it to the end of this and we kind of go from there. Purdy is comfortable, aren't you, baby girl? You will see her getting up, getting down, and all that kind of stuff. For those of you that have not met her, she's 20 years old, over 20 years old, getting close to 21, and she's arthritic and demented and has cataracts. Bless her. Bless her heart. All right, let's get to the movie. I'd love to find out more about this side of my family that's from this time period. Unfortunately, we've got a brick wall kind of blocking that. But maybe one day we'll find the tool that gets us through the brick wall. I hear ducks, birds, sounds like crickets, chickens, roosters. Definitely giving the farm feel. Is that the synagogue? I wonder if my dad has watched this. He's a fiddle player or violin, and it's definitely kind of got a Russian flavor to it.
Anatevka is our home. And how do we keep our balance?
It's what we know, it's what we're comfortable with. So I think they were giving us flashes of the religion itself. I saw Hebrew and the Star of David, not Hanukkah, menorah.
Because of our traditions, we've kept our balance for many, many years.
The Torah is their guide.
How to work. This shows our constant devotion to God. You may ask,
We have my grandfather's prayer shawls. Life has a rhythm. The bread that they're making is challah bread, I believe. I know that fish is the main protein in the Mediterranean area.
May God bless and keep the Tsar far away from us.
So I think that figure I was seeing was the synagogue, tower, steeple.
and so far, they don't bother us.
So far, that means they're going to.
Really 12 years old.
It was 6.
I don't know what that candle is. I don't know if it's the candle of life or like the everlasting candle or something like that. It's almost like a Figaro. Ah, and we're just now getting the title. I don't think I'm going to know any of these actors. Yeah, so far I don't know any of them. It was a long introduction. We're through the introductions though, I believe. What's the name of that type of shingling? Is it lapping? Something like that?
Why does she have to come now? It's almost Sabbath. Out, all of you. I want to talk to Yenta alone.
So one thing I know about Sabbath is that it starts the evening before, I think it's 7 p.m. the evening before. So in the Jewish tradition, they start their, I think Sabbath is Saturday for them. And so 7 p.m. Friday night is when they start the rules of Sabbath and stuff like that. I think I'm saying that right. So like Rosh Hashanah, it starts. I don't even know when Rosh Hashanah is. I just know it's somewhere on the calendar. Oh, how about Hanukkah? Hanukkah this year is actually the very beginning of December. I think it actually starts at the end days of November. So let's say November 30th is the start of Hanukkah this year. At 7 p.m. on November 29th is when they start their rules for the first day of Hanukkah. I think I'm saying that all correctly. Any of my Jewish friends out there want to correct me, feel free. I know just enough to be dangerous. So, I never actually studied the Jewish religion. My dad did. My best friend, I went to her bat mitzvah and her sister's bat mitzvah. But past that, it's just what I've read up on and that sort of thing. And I have a hard time keeping things straight sometimes. So, but I think that's the rule on Sabbath. And I think their Sabbath is on Saturday.
A poor girl without a dowry can't be so particular. You want
I am
heir,
glad we're not in those times.
the evil eye?
The evil eye. My friend was telling me about that, but it was in the Catholic tradition. Correct myself. Was not in the Catholic religion. It was in the, I believe she's Colombian. So in the Colombian culture, Hispanic culture of that area, Latina, Latinx, Latino. I don't know what the phrase is anymore. But the evil eye is kind of in certain territories, we'll put it that way. He looks familiar.
Later.
What do they play?
I don't know. They're children.
They play doctor.
Hear the truth, Golda. He hardly tried.
Golda.
So, goodbye, Golda. And it was a pleasure.
And took her Sabbath meal.
True. Of course, true. So, goodbye, Goldie.
I have my great aunt and uncle's little thing. Oh, I forget what it's called. I'll put it up in the corner. I believe it starts with an M. But the little metal thing that you see on the doorway is a type of prayer thing, and it's to ward off evil. And you actually roll up a prayer and put it inside it. But I think they're supposed to touch it when coming and going from the home. But the name of it's right here. But I have my great aunt and uncle's, whatever it's called.
Matchmaker, matchmaker, make me.
I know this song. I've given up on being given a match.
Handsome. He's young. All right, he's 62, but he's a nice man of
I will admit, doing genealogy, it gets confusing sometimes on whether the person is the wife or the child because the age difference is so big sometimes.
Please take your time.
This is the first time we've seen them without the scarves. They probably have another name. The horse sounds like he has a limp.
Did you have to make him lame just before the Sabbath?
Oh, a lame horse, so that fits.
My friend Tevye.
Teriyov. I'm not saying it right. It sounds like he's putting an R in it. He's getting ready to do the If I Were a Rich Man. I only know that because I looked it up before watching Voice Play's version, so I kind of know that scene.
Never longer coming down, and one more leading nowhere just for show.
I commented how that line right there makes me think of the Winchester House. Horses in heaven. I didn't make it this far in the watching it. It's the male peacocks that throw their feathers out and shake them, trying to attract the mate, the female. Tavia. Tavia.
That's not talking. That's babbling. Tell us the news.
I'm a babbler.
Maybe a plague.
May the Tsar have his own personal plague.
Amen. What's the matter with you? Why don't you ever bring us some good
The Tsar is not very well liked.
Tell me, is that a place where you learned how not to respect your elders? That's where I learned the respect.
Good Sabbath. Good Sabbath, David. Good Sabbath.
The beggar.
I'm sorry, I apologize. Rapurchik, how will you live?
By giving lessons to children. Do you have any children?
I have 5.
What kind of lessons?
I'd like them to know the good book.
Well, the Bible has many lessons for our times.
Perchik.
Oh, the Bible versus the Torah? Although it could be talking about the Old Testament.
Your daughter has a quick and witty tongue.
Well, the wit she gets from me, as the good book says.
The good book can wait. Get washed.
The tongue she gets from her mother.
Martin also eating with us. Seidel, get the small table and Chava the 2 chairs from outside. Children, finish dressing. You can wash at the well.
I'm guessing Seidel and he are in love.
If they agree on someone, there will be a match, and then it will be too late for us.
But Seidel, I have found someone.
Thought they were in love.
He'll yell at me.
Matu.
I'm just a poor tailor.
Motto.
Mottel reminds me of the character in Revenge of the Nerds. What else was he in? Not Revenge of the Nerds. He might have been in that, but Grease is what I'm thinking of. The tall, lanky, very nasally sounding nerd that he was he was cast in several movies as kind of the same kind of nerd. I'll have to see if I can figure it out. This is Ryder. If you guys can see him, I don't know if you can see him. He doesn't like to be held, but he likes to fetch.
Good Sabbath, Reb Tevye.
Good Sabbath. Good Sabbath. Hurry up.
Oh, he backed out. And so it has begun.
And all this from killing innocent animals.
Don't touch anything.
They're supposed to butcher in a way that's kosher.
Oh, he's doing very well.
Oh, he wrote you.
No, not lately.
Then how do you know?
If he was doing badly, he would write.
Lahan. Lahan.
Well, what would I do with two?
The same as you do with one.
I love how they're talking about different topics.
Because I'm lonely.
Now he thinks it's going into bestiality.
Is that what you call her?
What else should I call her? That's what she is. Reblazer, what are you talking about?
Don't you know?
It was weird camera focus.
My daughter will surely never know hunger. Maybe I misjudged.
So this is their way of showing his internal thoughts.
It's a match.
You agree?
Hi.
I agree.
You made me
She's not going to be happy.
Happiness. And most important of all,
Is the bottle finished?
something to drink about.
Drink
So they've gone to the tavern. It's going to start picking up speed here. Are they going to do the kick? The squatted kick? I don't know what it's really called. We're getting close. There we go. Oh, almost. There we go. That's what I was talking about. My friend said that she was in a international dance club, and there were men in the group that could do that, but it's very hard on the knees, and knee replacements and that sort of stuff usually has to be done if they do that style of dancing on a regular basis. Why are we having a standoff? I missed something. I still don't know why we were having the standoff. Waiting for some high kicks to start. There's some intricate choreography going on, though. We're going to have a hangover now? Oh, it's not morning yet. And he still has to break the news to Seitel.
I always wanted a son, but I wanted one a little younger than myself.
I had thought about that. I was like, it's a little weird. Is that the Tsar? Or part of the Tsar's enforcements?
Have a little unofficial demonstration.
They're going to evacuate the Jews.
If I may say so, it's too bad you're not a Jew. But once in a while, can't you choose someone else?
If I were a rich man. Just kind of throwing her around.
Good day.
She gonna fall for him instead of the rabbi's son? Or was it the redhead that wants the rabbi's son?
Not like through, Miss Sarah, that first wife of Laser's. She was a bitter woman. May she rest in peace. Not like mine.
Well,
Oh, there's, what's his name? Motel?
child, why are you so silent?
Is she gonna tell him the
Aren't
truth?
you happy?
Papa, I don't want to marry him. I can't.
She does tell him the truth. There he is.
Stop talking like a tailor and tell me, who is it?
Please don't shout at me, Reptavia.
Makes him nervous.
King Solomon? This is the way
Somebody's got to make the clothes.
I was entitled to some happiness.
Using her words.
When shall we make the wedding?
Thank you, Papa.
Thank you, Papa.
Now he's got to break the news to the butcher.
What shall I tell Golden?
That may be harder than telling the butcher. Everybody knows about the wrong person.
I'm a pleasant fellow. Charming, honest, ambitious.
It's not the rabbi's son.
Here.
She likes him.
Vietka.
I'm not sure what that means. I'm assuming something like be well or something like that. Gotta tell Golda. Is he imagining flirting with her?
I was standing here a minute ago.
What are you talking?
He's gonna tell her he's being haunted by the first wife. What is there a goat doing there? It's a really long dress. Now it's interesting, he's such a man of faith, but yet he's lying to his wife about this. He's proud of himself. Top hat? Looks like a perfect fit.
We shall get someone else who will. Oh, no, sir. I'll take care of it, of course.
He wants them cleared out. I'm glad he doesn't want to do it. Problem is, he's probably going to do it. So I guess they told the butcher, since the whole town is witnessing this. Oh, look at the tears. There's Yenta. Break the bottle. Believe that's a sign of good luck. I don't know actually how the significance of the bottle started. I do think those kind of stories are interesting though. Hi, baby. Hi. Now that takes talent. 4 of them now. Or 5. No, 4. The horn player. My best friend that I was telling you about, that was in the International Dance Club, she did the glass of water on the head balance, which I think hers was from Egypt. Oh, that's cool. Just kind of gliding. Even if you tape them or stick them somehow, they're not teetering at all.
We, the poor, would all make a nice living. He himself wants to announce. Come on, come on.
I hope this is positive.
I am giving the newlyweds 5 chickens.
That was sweet of him.
On behalf of my daughter, daughter and her new husband are exceptional.
I don't have to listen to your sayings.
Why, if you would only listen for one moment.
A man who breaks an agreement.
Had a feeling it would go bad.
I say, let's sit down.
Yes, yes. Well, we all heard the words of the rabbi.
We also still have the honor, whatever he is, the judge.
He's not a wild man. His ideas are a little bit different, but fair chicken.
No sin. Who will dance with me?
One of the daughters. We're breaking all sorts of customs.
And I'm going to dance with my wife.
What are these lights? Oh, it's the army or whatever. The enforcers. I'm not going to like this, am I? I had a feeling he'd follow through with it. I was hoping he wouldn't, though. Is this halfway or is this the end? Halfway. Oh, goodness. We're at the interlude. Movies don't have this anymore, but it would be nice if they did. You want to get up and stretch? Oh, we're stretching. Oops. There you go. Okay, we're back. Growing the corns and the pumpkins together.
They work very hard.
So we fast forwarded.
They're so happy. They don't know how miserable they are.
And affection.
Yes, that is an important element.
Good.
You can congratulate me.
Congratulations. What for?
We are engaged.
Blessing, Papa.
The one time I was engaged, it was a surprise to the family.
From the Papa, what's happening to the tradition?
Papa, can you hear me?
What am I going to tell your mother? Another dream? Please, I can handle my own wife. Go there! Go there!
He's going to tell her he's visiting a rich uncle.
My permission to become engaged. I'll eat later. I don't... I wouldn't say that.
He's got a rich uncle.
He has a rich uncle.
I'm afraid my sleep meds are kicking in. Hopefully I can make it to the end, but I apologize for any nodding. It's not exactly Avengers Endgame. I'm not going to like this.
If God lived on Earth, people would break his windows.
So you went to the post office?
That's true.
The postman told
This
me
many years
there was a
later.
letter there. So it happened to be you.
Yentl read the letter. It's not a happy letter, though. It's weird to think of a train just like a bus stop. Oh, they're having a baby.
What is it? It's a sewing machine.
Oh.
Made by machine. No more handmade clothes.
And nowadays everybody wants handmade.
New arrival? What is it, a boy or a girl?
I never thought you'd amount to anything.
So they did have a baby also.
A foot and your hand.
My grandmother's is very similar to that. Is she going to have the guts to tell him?
What are you talking about? Good. A bird may love a fish, but where would they build a home together?
I've heard that analogy before.
Because when I get angry, even flies don't dare to fly.
I'm very frightened of you.
I love her sarcasm.
Now let's go home.
I do agree, if you're going to be tied to somebody for life, you need to love them. I don't know who that was a picture of. I think he is referred to as a Levite, Levian,
Yes?
Lev something.
He told me they were married.
I was wondering why she was talking to somebody of the opposite faith. Not opposite, but different faith.
Understand what's happening today. Everything is
I don't know if I can do another musical.
but his favorite child.
You're not supposed to have favorites. I know.
I've been looking everywhere for you. At least listen to me.
I don't believe in shunning for that reason. It was the straw that broke the camel's back, unfortunately.
The Lodin told me there was an edict issued in St. Petersburg
That all Jews must evacuate.
Welcome. This is still my home, my land. Get off my land. You have 3 days.
This is going to get ugly. I'm with them, though. I would defend my home. Rabbi's coaching them to leave, which will save lives. But where will they go?
A little bit of this, a little
Bit of that. I've heard this one too. That's the Torah, I believe. Be ashamed to burn that place down. I have a feeling that's what's going to happen, though. Said the name, she's not allowed to speak. Trying to stay awake. How much more do we have? Almost done. It's funny how the cow did it just as he was opening and closing the door. Was he doing that whistle?
Staying with Uncle Avram. We were staying with Uncle Avram. The whole world has to know our business.
Stop yelling and finish packing!
Title, don't forget the baby.
If they're headed to the Americas, where are they going to put the wagon with all this stuff on it? I don't think they could take that onto the ship. Hope he feels guilty. I think he would have taken his horse with him had the horse been healthy. Part of me wishes they would have stayed and fight, but I also understand the peaceful part of their faith. Where's that boat going? Because I know it's not going to the Americas. Yay! We made it to the end. Ah, Yugoslavia. That's cool. It's time to get up, baby. Okay. I made it. Barely. Poor timing on my part. I should have charged my earplugs earlier had I been thinking straight. Actually, I thought they were charging. The case itself was not charged. So Fiddler on the Roof is good. I'm glad there wasn't any fighting and killing and that sort of thing. I'm wondering when it came out. So it came out in 71, but it's obviously dates back to way back. What, late 1800s, early 1900s, somewhere in there. I have a feeling, even though they were giving us this story and educating us about the people in that town and their faith, and that overall they're peaceful people, even though they have their little tiffs, I think they held back on how Jews were actually treated. I have ancestors who, and I have the detailed account of this from my uncle's cousin or something like that. My dad's great uncle, maybe, something like that. At any rate, my grandfather had input into it and everything, but one of my relatives did a narrative genealogy tree and talked about how the one branch of our family, their original last name is Spiegelblot. I know that I think it's the Spiegel part that is mirror. I forget what the blot stands for. But they originally were in Romania and were being treated badly because of their last name being Spiegelblatt. I think they were also Jewish, but I can't say that with 100% certainty. But because of the way they were treated, they moved from Romania to France, and for a little while did okay, but eventually the attitudes followed them to France as well. So I think it was 2 years after moving to France, they then moved to America. And when they got there, my relative who wrote this bibliography talked about how he convinced the family to change their name from Spiegelblatt to Sherman, which was his wife's maiden name. Most of the family did change their last name to Sherman, and I'm assuming they were treated better after getting rid of their German last name. But I think the movie held back on the type of violence and how violent things actually got against Jewish communities. So that's one of the things when doing the research that I want to read about how my family escaped and all that kind of stuff. In fact, the one branch talks about a trek that the family went on to cross the boundaries and all that kind of stuff in the snow. I forget exactly which family members those are, but the other part of it that I fear is reading about family members who may have died in the Holocaust, and I probably have them. Whether their name was recorded or not, I have no idea. And that's probably that one branch of the family that I can't get past that wall that I was talking about. I was interested in seeing how they wore their prayer shawls because it looked like it was over the head, but when we saw Grandpa's, I don't remember it having the hole in the center. I just remember it being like one you drape over your shoulders. So they might have made different ones, and I'll have to look at that as well. But it was an interesting movie. I wish I had timed things better, so I apologize, but we'll leave it at that. Thank you for joining me on this one, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.